6,000 feet, just above the Arizona desert here. Those of you on the right-hand side of the aircraft, in about 7 to 10 minutes, will get a great look at the Grand Canyon through some of the cloud cover that's up ahead of us here. Could be a little bumpy on the way into Vegas. We'll be beginning our descent in about 10 to 15 minutes into Vegas. There are some thunderstorms to the south of the field as we are coming in on the southern approach to Vegas. We will be landing to the north this afternoon. Those of you on the right-hand side get a good look at Lake Mead, and those of you on the left-hand side will get a good view of the Strip as we come into landing. The weather in Vegas currently light winds out of the east-northeast, 7 knots, so about 9 miles an hour. Good visibility, some clouds at 11,000 and 25,000. Temperature is 89.6 degrees Fahrenheit, 32 degrees Celsius. Should have you onto the gate, which is going to be Delta 1 at probably 3:30 local time. The time now in Las Vegas, 2:39 p.m. Hope you enjoyed the flight. Thanks for choosing JetBlue. We look forward to seeing you again in the future.
Oh, I don't know about the Grand Canyon. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ibuprofen is not enough today, ladies and germs. Alright, so got to set up an arrival briefing into Vegas. Let's go ahead and grab the winds and the weather. That's right, I'm not in the Phoenix, I can do this. What's the trope on the descent? Trope on the descent. 459, wind requests. And 459 in the box. 45.9, that should give us a little bit more on the mark. Here comes this, yeah, we might as well go ahead and we're gonna go landing distance calculations. So it's gonna be KLAS.
Gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt. At this time, the washroom facilities will not be available.
Pedialyte. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set up, I think I'm set up for one right now, am I? I'm going to do this way. Oh, one right. I set up the RNAV to one right. Yeah, RNAV one right. So secondary, one left. We can set up 26 left as a backup via Prino. And return. Coming right over the thunderstorm, literally right over the Grand Canyon right now. Let's take a look on the weather radar. Bring that in a little closer. Bring it to 80 miles. Looked like it was pretty much right. We're over Tuba City VOR right now. Don't get the Rona, whatever you do. Oh boy. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to duck some of that there. I'm gonna have to go 10 right. It doesn't look bad. The descent is in at 57. So that's 13 minutes away at however many miles it is. So let's do the calculations for one right. 2,828 meters. We got reverses. Air conditioning will be on. And it's calling for 160. We got the wind data. Go ahead and uplink that into the cruise phase. Not allowed. Yes, I know that. Next phase. So it's not too crazy. It's about the same on the way down until about flight level 200. Then it swings around. So the wind's going to be coming off the side of us there. So we'll take a look what we got to do here in a little bit. So weather avoidance. All right, so the RNAV one right off of Boo Hill. Get out of there. Get. Don't have coronavirus and the dog at the same time. 2996 calculations. So the VAP showing 143. Wind is showing 060 at 7, so east, northeast, 32 Celsius. So we got to leave the flaps down. At 1, he'll leave the flaps down at 1 plus F. And what did I say there? Brake low. 24.99 factored of 28.73. So we can go to manual braking with the factored landing distance, but we can't play around with it. 28.73, so it's close. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go brake low, and hope that no, we'll go brake medium for margins. But as you can see, it's brake medium's not even 2,000, so it's a little aggressive. So let's go ahead and take a peek at Navigraph. I'm gonna do the sign thing now. Camera's coming off for just a second. Shit, can't even remember that password. I feel like hot garbage. I guess I don't need exposure notifications anymore. There we go. Ah. There we go. Right then. So Rockstar 3 arrival to the RNAV 1 right, which is probably, it'll be a visual for us anyways, and then we're going to, is it this one? Yep. So we're going right into D1, so easy taxi, so it'll be Charlie 5, spot 7 in. Spot 7, spot 5 in, right? And then take a look here at the bottom of the star is 7,000 feet and 210 knots. RNAV GPS runway 1 right. It is a 3-degree angle. Now I want to show you something. With the loaded 321 like we have it, the ILS, it might work, but it's a 3.4 degree glide slope, right? So we'd be doing 143. We'd be doing about 900 feet a minute down. So it's a challenge. It's a bit challenging actually. You know, one left has messed me up more times than I care to remember. Because you come downhill at a pretty good clip there, right? 3.4 degree angle. So we're gonna do 1 right backed up to 26 left, but 26 left is gonna be a tailwind, right? They do not land on the 8s, from what I know. Is there an 8 right? We could go to Yager. That'd be actually kind of cool. I don't think I've ever seen them use this, but it would be kind of cool to see that happen. At any rate, where were we? 1 right, minimums for an LNAV, VNAV. Decision altitude is going to be 2641. Right? I'll do this here. Transitioning 18,000. It's going to be it's going to be an RNAV of 2641. Are you ready for the approach briefing?
Ready.
Okay, right. Let's go through it. We got an A321, so we got to watch the tail. Tech status is good, no TAMs. We've checked weather, some thunderstorms in the area. Just joined the arrival. The Grand Canyon is down there, I promise you that. Top of descent here. Accessibility is good. Runway in use is going to be 1 right for us. Extra fuel. We got tons of extra fuel. No problemo on the fuel. We're looking at 12,000 when we land, which is Mike Moscow somewhere is crying, yelling at me, saying he taught me better. But remember, we were 10,000 light, right? Whatever the FS Labs and GSX, we were supposed to take off 206,000 and land right at 169. So we're landing, as you can see, we'll be landing about 161 and change. So we're about 8,000 to 10,000 pounds light. Bottom of the star is 7,000 feet and 210 knots at Boo Hill. Then we got sector safe. It's 12,900. Okay. The go around on 1 right. Altitude and speed constraints. We've checked those. Let's get the constraints up. Let's get this back here. 40 miles to top descent. 260 to 220 here. Tail strike awareness. We check the runway data. Managing a degraded nav. Let's have a peak C. A little bit of drift on number 2 and number 3. Is that right? Is that 0.6? Yeah, so we get a little bit of drift. Nothing major. Yep, and here comes destination data. So let's grab the weather real quick. And I'm just gonna go in the box, grab that. Next page, previous page. Final approach fix is 5,100 feet at KBOS. 2641. Missed approach is. I should show you guys the missed approach. So missed approach, climb to 2,700. Then climbing right turn to 7,000. Direct to Hayden and hold. Continue the climb and hold to 7,000. Runway data, we've looked at that. Tail strike, we got a 321, so we have to worry about that. We're gonna go auto brake medium, reverse max, the taxi route in. I'll be looking to get off at Papa. With auto brake medium, we should be able to get off Papa or November. Right, as long as I don't float this thing because I'm rusty. Worst case scenario, or as they would say in Trailer Park Boys, worst case Ontario, vacate Mike Lima. And then we will come back down. Delta. Golf Whiskey. Oh, excuse me. Delta Golf Charlie. Charlie 5 into Delta 1. And then the rad navs will pop up LAS on both sides. So let's do this. We've reviewed. And I gotta get the weather. So we got ATSU, AOC, weather. It's giving me Echo 10, but they haven't used that. I gotta change that in my settings. Delta 1 weather is. So it's calling 060, it's at 2056. So we're going to get an updated weather as we come down the hill here. Let's just take a quick peek, make sure we don't have to look there. Right. So the Grand Canyon's getting some weather that it needs, I'm sure. We are in the midst of some stuff as well. So it's going to be a pretty bumpy ride down. So I'm going to read this off of the EFB. And we'll put it into performance. 0.79 on the way down. Let's see. 0.79 at 324 knots. Looks good to me. Cost index 45. Alright. QNH is still 2996. 0.96. 060 at 7. Temperature's 32 Celsius, which is 89.6 Fahrenheit. That's good. I hope it holds out for a little bit. And then what do we say the minimums were on this bad boy? Minimums of 2641. Alright, so that's in the box. Destination data's in the box. VLS at 138, VAP at 143. Any questions?
No questions.
I have control.
You have control.
So we're gonna just scrape the edge of that storm. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give the radar a hard tilt down for a second. I'm gonna go right down to -5, right? We're going to multi-scan, we're going to auto mode. Let's see how it looks down there and see if we can't maybe cut the corner. I need to get a sweep. There we go. Just looking for any red that we might see. Need to get a knob for that. There we go. That's a little tight. Yeah, we should be in good shape. It's just this mess right here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and spin that back up. Manual, auto. And flight attendants, when you can, please take your seats.
Flight attendants, when you can, please take your seats.
Just be on the safe side. Alright. So, spinning it down to 7,000. 7,000's checked. 7,000 blue.
Checked.
Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, here we go. Headwind, so I'm going to wait right till... Okay, here it is. Thrust idle descent.
Checked.
Flight level 100 magenta.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten
Checked.
seatbelt sign. Please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt. At this time, the washroom facilities will not be available.
Got updated ATIS here. Papa. 10 gust and 14 now. 33 degrees now, 2994. 26 left with the tail, that's a shitty tailwind, and 1 left. I didn't even know that we could do 1 right. Let's see what the numbers are for 1 left. 2561. And this hasn't updated yet, so actually. Yeah, this hasn't updated. So it's 9.4 now. They say 34 Celsius. 33 Celsius. And to just wait. So it's going to be bumpy right on the way in. Mach descent. So here comes the thrust idle right here, and this is what you'd hear in the back. Here comes the idle. Thrust idle. Ah, there's a piece of the Grand Canyon. Some nasty stuff here. I actually, oh yeah, you got purple in there, you got red, you got all kinds of bad stuff. So at about 7 after, in about 7 minutes, I'm gonna grab the weather again for Vegas. I feel like warmed over dog poo right now. I don't even think it's warm. I feel like a dog poo that's sat outside all night in the cold because I can't get warm. Fever's gone. It's like a head, chest, cold, aches. This thing sucks. I ducked it for 2.5, almost, let's see, November, December, January, February, right? Or March, I guess you could say. February. Let's call it February because it was kicking around in Hawaii when we were there. So, November, December, January, February. Beginning of February, so 4 months. So, that's 2 years and 8 months that I ducked this thing, and so did Christina. So, and the rest of my family as well. Speed. And we're going to delete those speeds up to, I'm actually going to delete the 250 at PD. Thrust idle. Speed. Thrust idle.
Checked.
I'm going to come hoofing in here. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's good. We'll decel it about 9,000. So this is one. That's one thing that the Phoenix doesn't do well. See where the decel point is on this? If I go to plan mode. So it's giving us the decel before it wants us to go below green dot, right? This is something I've been wanting to send to the Phoenix guys. So this, I believe this is correct. I believe this to be correct. The decel waypoint should be prior to a constraint that is at or below green dot speed, which green dot in our case is 219. So it's saying, okay, hey, you know, hey, we want you to decel prior speed. So there's the decel, and then we'll come swinging in for one right. It's still 12.3 on the fuel because we were 10,000 pounds light. So think about that. We were supposed to actually have, I think it was 2,000 pounds of fuel for 10,000 pounds of weight. So the original takeoff weight was 204,183. We took off at, and we're going to land at 169.3. We're going to land now at 160. So yeah, 9,000 pounds. So we took off at like 196, I think, or 194 and change. 195.5, I think we took off at. Let's see, we're gonna look here. 193.5 is what it said. So get the chart there. Where are we? Here's Quebec Special. Uh-oh. Fuel at 1100 CBs, 0207. Alright, I gotta see what the weather calls for here in about 3 minutes. So she's sitting at the bottom of the brackets now. She's pulling a Phoenix on me. I guess this stream is a advertisement for PDLA. Oh boy. Now because we're going so slow, this is now constrained at 14,000 until we pass this waypoint. We're a bit high on the path. So I'll bring up the progress page, and it'll show us that we're 30 feet high. And, yep. And it's, what is that?
Kevin,
Lake again.
Prepare for arrival.
Bottom end of Lake Mead there. across that stream. That is coming off of, this is coming off of Lake Mead, this kind of stretch right here. Grand Canyon's behind us, over the shoulder. That's the, this is the Colorado River here, feeding into Lake Mead. So Lake Mead kind of begins right here, comes up, goes this way, comes this way. The Hoover Dam's like way on the other side here. But I will be sitting in this seat, 5F, in 20 days for my birthday celebration. Alright, let me just, 4. Okay, there we go. Dial that back. Still can't get the updated weather yet. Probably have to get 2 of those. Let's go in the box here, do this, METAR. So there was a special. 04010, gust 14. Alright, so I'm gonna come over here and read it off. QNH 2994 set.
2997 set, passing 17,500. Now.
Checked. This was 2156. Okay. Checked. Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
ECAM status.
Is... Oops. Checked.
Seatbelts.
On.
Aero ref.
2994 set.
2996 set. Minimum.
2641 feet set.
2641 feet set. Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
So we're gonna boot it here for a minute. Try to keep this on path. Can actually see on his side that nastiness out there. And this is going to swing all the way around. This wind, as we come down, it's going to swing all the way around down to the north. So there's Lake Mead. There's that salt flat. There's the salt flat right there. There's a salt flat you pass over. Some of those solar farms. Just want to get over this. Just don't want to level out. 10,000 magenta. Thrust idle.
Checked.
Oh, you get that right. Speed.
Checked.
So the Hoover Dam, we're actually going to pass by it. It's right there. This is the river coming out of the Hoover Dam. So if we kind of zoom in a little bit, we'll be able to, should be able to see the bridge over the dam there. Yep, there it is. And there's the Hoover Dam.
Checked.
And we will should we have been going, if we were going a 26 left, we would have come up this way, basically to Preno. Preno's right about here, right over this hill, and then we would have crossed Preno at 8,000 feet, and then on into the airport, which I believe that might be the airport there. I gotta double. Yep, that's the airport there. Thrust idle. So we gotta get some spoid brake. See the Hoover Dam.
Checked.
Hoover Dam, check. Be very judicious with the speed brake on the 21 once she's loaded. $9,000 magenta. Ah, here it is. Come the landing lights. Coming over the data center and a solar farm. It's 33. It's 030 special. There she is, Viva Las Vegas, and I do see the strip. Vegas, the airport's here. We'll be going into gate D1 here, and there's the strip. Speed out constraint star. Descent blue. Approach mode. 220 is the speed constraint. Thrust idle descent. 7,000 magenta.
Checked.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Let's get ready to do business here. Speed out constraint star.
Checked.
Descent blue.
Checked.
Blue Hill at 7. I need the terrain up. I gotta upload my landing in Vegas to my channel, the channel here. I have to edit it.
Checked.
Bring it back to 210 now. Approach nav. Approach navigation. Out constrained. Final approach.
Checked.
Final approach.
Checked.
Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Let's go 180. She don't want to slow down. Go around to 7,000 feet.
We've now begun our initial descent. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened for the remainder of the flight and begin ramping up use of laptops and devices of similar size, as in just a few minutes we'll be asking you to store them for landing. If you have completed a JetBlue card application, we'll be coming to the cabin to collect it for secure processing. As part of our commitment to safety from the ground up, we clean and disinfect our planes between each flight. Please do your part by checking around your seat and in the seat back pocket for items you wish to discard and hand them to us as we pass through the cabin.
Side stick cam is up. Autopilot's coming out.
Passing final approach phase.
Terrain.
5,
Gear down.
0,
Pull
0
up.
feet.
Pull up.
Gear down.
Terrain. Terrain. Terrain.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Flaps full.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
$7,000 for the mist. Flight director's off, bird on. Set runway track. Tipping high.
Checked.
with that.
1,000.
Stabilized.
1,000.
Stabilized. Let's watch just a little bit there. I don't want to dip it too low.
Checked.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Medium.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist complete.
100 above.
What?
100 above.
500. Minimum.
Stable target,
Minimum.
second 10. Continue. Landing. We're definitely going to be a little long. Watch it, watch it. The pappies are off.
50. 30. 20. Retard.
Spoilers. Reverse grain. Decel.
Viva Las Vegas.
70 knots.
Manual braking. Just miss. I probably could have missed hit Papa if I wanted to, the high speed. I will be staying right in there somewhere with the view. Forget the views, gotta pay attention. D1, 2, no, yes. Yeah, we're going this way. Papa. Yeah, scenery. I know it's been a while since I flew here. Company message. What do we got? It's A to Sierra now. 020 at 7. Fuel 11,000 CB 2994 and still 33 degrees. Now notice, because of the temperature being above 30 Celsius, he left the flaps down on 1 plus F, and I forget it's got something to do with the bleed. After landing checklist.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
APU.
Start.
Radar.
Off.
Predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist complete.
Oh god, I feel like dog shit. What did I say we were doing again? Golf. Whiskey. Oh shit. Okay, on the gate it. I promised them on the gate at 30 after, so that's pretty good. We land out at okay, golf to Charlie. I'd be interested to see what Microsoft Flight Simulator would have to say about the weather, because there's been a couple special weather updates here as we've come in. I should pop those up for you over here. So you can see we had Romeo come up just as we were landing. And then Sierra came up just a few minutes ago. I don't know why. They both say, oh, you know what happened? You know what might have happened? If I look on Volanta, did Vegas approach come up? No, but the tower might have come up. 199, that's not bad. Oh, good grief. So the flight that I'm, excuse me, flying out, 5 hours and 6 minutes in the air, by the way. Start the timer here on the APU for the bleed. Okay, Charlie 5. Man, I'm sweating like a pig. Oy vey. This sucks. Look, it's the Death Star. And the brakes are hot. At auto brake medium. Yeah, we gotta cool those brakes down. Spot 5 and into Delta 1, which is straight ahead of us, by the way. That's 2 minutes on the clock. GSX's been a little messed up lately. So the first time when I went into Vegas, I flew into Vegas, we flew into D1. We flew out of Vegas, we flew out of what is that, 32? Yeah, or yeah, D32 I think is the last one here. Yep. And we did get some bug splatter here. I noticed there's some bugs on the windshield now. Taxi light off, please. Taxi light off. And I promise you there are no palm trees in that. I looked, they aren't there.
the boarding requested.
Parking checklist. Parking checklist. Parking checklist.
APU bleed.
On.
Engines.
Off.
Seatbelts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Nav logo on.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and shocks.
On and in.
Parking checklist complete.
Brakes are down to temp. Let's check that real quick. Yeah,
Passengers deboarding starting.
alright, let's take a look. Alright. V Blue has us landing at 197 pitch 3. So yeah, we're pretty flat. I kind of rolled it on there. 139 knots. And that would have been ground speed, not airspeed, I believe. Cancel. Let's get any more screenshots. Hold on, let's do this. Let's get the Vegas screenshot. One there. One there. And then one more. Gotta get the high roller in there. Add those. And we will end the flight. And you can see, so again, this is Rockstar here, right? Feet review. So Rockstar on the arrival. Rockstar is that one. Yeah, wherever we took the left, this is Rockstar here. Yeah, Sticks, okay, yeah, so this is Rockstar. So from Rockstar, if we were going to land 26 left, basically keep coming this way, come basically right over the Hoover Dam, up to Preno, inside of these mountains at Boulder City, right? I don't know what the A and B mean. Oh, airports, Boulder City Airport. You can see there's that cell just to the north of the city right now. There's the runway 1. So there's some CBs over that way. So going out to the west, not so good today. Go back to Volanta. Let's see, how do we do? We definitely floated a little bit past the markers. 199 at 140 knots. Not bad, not bad. And most importantly, let's see what the approach report says. Survey says 199 at 138, which was, that's perfect. That's bang on ref. Pitch 3, so I know we were better on the center line, but very low risk. You can see I was fiddling with it there. It's almost like a little over a 3-degree glide slope. It says 3, but I came down a little hotter than that. Does it show where the autopilot came out? No, because I took over way out. I took over way out. So final approach. Yeah, you can see we were coming down a little hot. So 3.2 maybe.
Great job, gentlemen.
Never quite got where I wanted it to be. You can see I was fiddling pretty much the whole time. Let's see. Full approach. Let's come down here. Yeah, you can see that I was fiddling with it, trying to make sense of it. You can see the power coming off and on. So this is where I would have gone gear. So I managed the speed back here. So the thrust should have dropped. Yep, there we go. Thrust started coming up, and I said, nope, let's bring it back down. And then, as usual, we like to see these here and here be here, but then I floated. You can see where I floated, like come down to the aiming point. Just looking good for a touchdown right about here. And then just a little over an eighth of a mile away at 199. So all in all, not bad. I've had better, I've had worse. What was the G-force? 1.7, so that was a good thumper. If we check the vertical track, you can see, yeah, up to the north there's some stuff in the hills. There be stuff up over them hills over there. It's funny it's not showing as much. There's west, north, and there's a dog. So, I bid you all a very good afternoon, and a good evening, and certainly hope that I get better very soon. From Las Vegas, Nevada, we'll see you soon.